And we're going live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to TN Sports. If this is your first time watching, please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Okay, where's my little? Here we go. Right now, so let me make sure that my connection is up right before we can do any further. Change the connection in here. So hence why I'm having a few problems with connections, but we should be okay now. I'll just use my mobile connection instead. So okay, so we're talking about Daniel Dubois against Dave Allen. Now, for those of you who don't know of my history of Dave Allen, it goes way back. Not on this channel, but the original channel, the Bayloric TV channel. I would suggest for those of you that like Dave Allen to go back and watch the history of myself and Dave Allen on Bayloric TV before he went to BWTM. Please do Mr. Bashir's again better. Um, do go and check out Bayloric TV. Not on this channel. It's the other channel. So it'd be Bayloric TV, not this channel. It's on YouTube. Similar amount of views. I think about 2,000,006 or 2,000,007 views. Go on that channel. That's a bit more mixed. That's more of our news channel there. But if you go into our old boxing section and you talk about Dave Allen, before Dave Allen was known by a lot of the people now today that support him, Dave Allen was very much on Bayloric TV. Nearly every week, Dave Allen was on Bayloric TV. We had a show even that had Dave Allen, Peter Fury, Eddie Chambers, yeah, and we even had Jason Gavin on the show as well. So when Allen was fighting Gavin, Jason Gavin and Dave Allen had been on the channel previously. So we've been following Dave Allen for a long time, and I'd known Dave for a while. And there were times even then Dave wanted to not be a part of the sport. And if you listen to some of the conversations that were had with myself and Dave Allen, this became a reoccurring issue. Him wanting to be in the sport and he want to be in sport. And all other sort of challenges that were there at the time. So I'm not talking about Dave Allen like I'm just a random YouTuber doing a video like a lot of you may like to believe or like to be led to feel or like to feel to make yourselves feel better to try and put me down. I've known Dave Allen a good while. Um, and so what I'm speaking with is fair enough, it's authority in what I'm speaking on. And one of the things I said to Dave, going way back, and he will be he will he knows the truth of what I said. I said, Dave, it was after he fought the Frenchman. He was meant to fight David Richard Towers, and before he fought Richard Towers, let me just turn these chats off for a minute so I can make sure that I can concentrate on what I'm saying. Before he fought he was meant to fight Richard Towers, then he ended up fighting the Frenchman, and that was a 10 round fight. And I noticed a lot of things were happening there in that fight. Things were happening in his career. I thought, no, that ain't right. You're an unbeaten fighter, but the way you're being moved and there's certain things that are happening, fight has been pulled out on you, and certain things that are going the way it should be going. Nah, if you don't watch yourself, if you don't watch yourself soon, you are going to end up being used as a journeyman fighter. And I said, Dave, look, if I were you, I would get yourself associated with a football club or a rugby club, like how Josh Warrington has. You've got a good person, you've got a great personality, and when you're on TV, people are going to love you. So you don't have to worry about that. You're articulate enough, you're funny enough, you've got a great sense of humor, and you understand the sport of boxing. So you can fight a little bit as well. So if I were you, I would get yourself attached to a football club, get yourself attached to a rugby club, and and by getting yourself attached to a rugby club or a football club, then you would be able to, um, have that fan base. So when you fight, you then will be able to capitalize on that in terms of selling tickets. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And all the time before, now Uncle Bashir wants to ring me. We'll talk to Uncle Bashir afterwards. He's trying to ring me again. Hold on. Life. I try and do a live show, and this is what happens. And I'm doing it off my phone, so it's all happening at once. So anyway, I'll have to call Uncle Bashir back. So anyway, so I'm giving you a backstory as to Dave Allen, and around and the time that was going on, I could see from what I was seeing around Dave Allen, the people that are around him probably weren't best placed to make decisions in his career. Who was I? Yeah, I could see the people around, but not the best in terms of guiding his boxing career. And I could see if he followed these people, he would end up being used as a journeyman. Some of these people around him were not about Dave Allen uh, to look after his boxing career, but Dave Allen, the personality. Oh, my mate's fighting, they get some free tickets. And they had no clue at the moment because I keep getting interrupted all the time. I'll say to Dave, Dave, mate, you're going to use fighter, right? And whilst you may enjoy a few minutes here and there and what's going on, and you may get a few moments of fame, this is not going to end up well for you. You need to be around people who are going to look after your career. One, and two, you need to be getting yourself consistently with a good trainer. At one point, I even tried to get Dave Allen fixed with James Ali Bashir. Yes, I did. So, as I was saying before I got cut off yet again, I said, Dave, you're going to end up being used and end up becoming a journeyman fighter. This is what's going to happen. You're going to be a journeyman fighter. And lo and behold, what is going on? So this now situation, he's just fought David Price. I said to you all David Price would beat him, right? And now he's going in against Daniel Dubois. Now he's going back against Daniel Dubois. And there are people here that say, yeah, go on, fight Daniel Dubois. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You've just been stretched out of an arena by David Price, right? And David Price is gun shy at throwing punches now. That's a gun shy David Price. God only knows what would happen to Dave Allen had he fought the David Price that was knocking over the guys like John McDermott and Audley Harrison. That David Price had full confidence in himself. That David Price. Now you've got someone in Daniel Dubois who Dave Allen has sparred before and revealed to me that Daniel Dubois, even with the jab, he was rocking Dave Allen. He said to me that Daniel Dubois physically is very strong, and he was saying it back then. So God only knows now how much Daniel Dubois has improved. So when I was informed earlier on via chat that Dave Allen was talking about Daniel Dubois, I thought I was being trolled. I thought I was being trolled. I thought, I've just been trolled. Somebody trying to be funny. Then I was just turned on my PlayStation as you do and went and put YouTube on. What flashes up? Dave Allen talking about Daniel Dubois. I thought, no. On BT. I'm like, no. No. Ironic that he's not on Sky talking that stuff. He's now on Frank Warren talking Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is more violent than Dave Allen or David Price. Daniel Dubois has got cold blood running straight through him. Daniel Dubois is on a seek and destroy mission. Like, not good. Dubois has been sparring. He sparred with obviously Vlad Tsarenko. So Daniel Dubois is no joke. I mean, I do. Daniel Dubois is a young man, but those people, and these are the people that really don't care about. They care about boxing. They don't care about the fighters themselves. They don't even treat the boxers as human beings. They see them as just two animals fighting. Do you know why I say that? It's because when the two animals are finished fighting, you look at the next two animals. Those two fighters are going, don't worry about it. That's an animal. He's dead and gone, or he's not well, or he can't fight no more. Okay, let's move on to the next animal. That's the mentality. Bashir is okay. He's getting better. I said that numerous times on the show. So yeah, I've got to turn this. Sorry, I have to turn the chat off so I don't lose concentration. Right. So yeah. So now you're going to go in against Daniel Dubois. And I said all these people are talking about, yeah, let's see Allen versus Dubois. Why? Because you want to see Allen get knocked out? Why would you want to see that fight? It's not going to end up any better. It'll end up worse than the David Price fight because he's going to take a tremendous thumping. You're talking about a guy that got stretched out of the arena by David Price. None of you checked to ask the question, well, what has David Allen got left? How much is that thumping by David Price? He was taking right hand after right hand by the one of the biggest punches in world boxing, right? He was getting hit with some big shots. That's why he went out of the arena on a stretcher. Yeah, not because that's because David Price can punch and he's a big man. Yeah, you can't keep getting hit like that. You cannot keep getting hit like that. You cannot keep getting hit like that. I don't care how good your chin is. You cannot keep getting hit like that. Those people that in boxing that just look at these fighters as animals, yeah, they'll accept that. If anybody who's a little knowledgeable about the sport will look and say, "Hey, yo, bro, you need to this level of boxing, you're gonna get yourself seriously hurt." Right? Some wise guy came on and said, "Oh, David Price ain't a puncher no more." Yeah, that's why Dave Allen now is on a stretcher being stretched out of the arena. Yeah, Tony Yoka didn't do that. Dillian White didn't do that. Look what Luis Ortiz did to Dave Allen's tongue. Yeah? Look at Dave Allen when he comes out of fights. Look at his face, how it swells up all the time. You telling me that's not damage being done every time you're taking them big shots to his eye, to his mouth, to his brain, and you're taking shots flush. It's not like you're a defensive fighter that slips shots all the time. You're a guy taking pure shots on the chin over and over and over again. And you've not learned how to slip shots. Yeah, Darren Barker and yourself may have been mocking Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yard, but one thing that boy did learn is some form of defense. Else he would have got knocked out a lot quicker. So, no. Why? What has Dave Allen done to even deserve a shot against Daniel Dubois? Apart from the fact that it's no secret that Dave Allen wants to become British heavyweight champion. There is a way Dave Allen can become British heavyweight champion, but not going the Daniel Dubois route. The best way he can do is fight some fights interim, some fights at lower level, get himself win an area title, man. Win yourself an area title, Southern area title. Win yourself a damn English title. Do something to be recognised for, apart from just the fact you got a good chin and you could take a good shot, and you've got some personality. But win a title, boy. Go win an area title. Go win an area title. With a Southern area title. Win an English title. While you can. While you still have health. Win a fight there where if you're going to take shots, let you be taking shots to become a champion as opposed to taking shots to be stretched out of an arena if you want to go down that route. And your advisor should be trying to get you to get an area title, an English title. Take that English title, my friend. Get that English title. Take it. Get that belt. Put it around your waist. Make yourself feel like a bit of a champion. Feel like a champion. Right? And go into some of the schools. Visit the young people in schools. Talk to them. Do you know what I mean? You're very articulate. You know the sport of boxing. Use that. Do that with yourself. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm seeing here is once again, madness. You had no business fighting Tokyoka. You had no business fighting Luis Ortiz. You had no business fighting David Price. None whatsoever fighting David Price. Right? And he's got absolutely no business fighting Daniel Dubois. This has got nothing to do with being a naysayer. Yeah, actually, I am being a naysayer. I'm not saying Dave Allen can't win the fight. But for him to win the fight, he's got to be in the ring. And for him to be in the ring means he's got to face Daniel Dubois. And unfortunately, it's Daniel Dubois he has to face. And with all the goodwill in the world, Dave, you're not slipping punches. You're keeping getting hit with big shots all the time. And you're not just going to walk out there and throw a right hand and knock Daniel Dubois out because you didn't do it. You didn't do it to David Price. You didn't do it to Dillian White. You didn't do it to Luis Ortiz. And of all the people you should have chinned, in theory, based on what you've been thinking and saying, would have been David Price. And you're the one who got stretched out the arena. So based on that logic alone, it's not being a naysayer. It's just saying, well, here's your resume. This is what's happened. Those that are backing you and pushing you to these positions of these dark tunnels where they're not taking the punches and they're not having to get up in the morning either peeing blood or having blurred vision or being unable to speak. No, they get a nice seat to sit down and watch you fight and say, "Oh yeah, I'm Dave Allen's mate." But haven't you lot got a conscience? Seeing this young man. I mean, listen, I'm all for a fighter making as much money as possible. I'm all for that, and I will always be for that. And the fighter should be making more than most of the people around him, right? In fact, he should be making more money, yeah, than most of the people around him. But this I'm not for. I've just given the reasons why Dave Allen should be nowhere near. The only way Dave Allen should be near a ring to Daniel Dubois is to wave from him at the outside and say, "Good luck, champ." This is an old-tide fighter. This is a young, cold-blooded fighter. They don't business what your name is. They don't business who you are. If Dave Allen really wanted to fight for the British title, go fight Nathan Gorman. All right? Go fight Nathan Gorman. Knock Nathan Gorman out. And then we'll talk about you go fighting Daniel Dubois. But could he beat Nathan Gorman? Could Dave Allen beat Nathan Gorman? I think Gorman would outwork Dave Allen. You know? I would like to see Dave Allen, no disrespect to his previous trainers, I'd like to see him working with a really top-class trainer, out of the limelight and rebuilding himself. If he's going to fight again, area title, English title. I mean, we got the two Leroy Thomas fights. I didn't even talk about the two Leroy Thomas fights. So he failed at Commonwealth level before with Leroy Thomas twice. He failed at world level, Lewis Ortiz, Dillian White, Tony Yoka, European stroke world level. Now you're going David Price, former British champion. I think he's British and Commonwealth champion, when he Price. Listen, I wouldn't be in a rush to put David Price in the ring with Daniel Dubois. Much less Dave Allen. Let's see what people are thinking in the room now. That's what people are saying now. Dave should buy a cake. He has his house. Wrap up warm. Watch Netflix. Never fight again. He's a young man. Find a woman or something. Not fighting. No need. Then, what's up, ring? Yes, Hamza. Allen's just a beating of big puncher in Price, and people actually agree with him. Fighting Dubois is terrible. Thank you, Cameron. Good to see you in the room as always. I remember when you interviewed Allen a long time ago, and I was on the show. Good. So you remember those years ago, right? So you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking so Codswallop. You know, I talk to I don't talk Codswallop. Let's see now. Alan by KO says Dean on Blonde. It's laughing. Bashir is okay. Hello everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. You too, Dixie. Long time no speak, Dixie, by the way. And Dean and Blondie. People don't help their fellow man. The more you harm yourself, people feel elevated. They cash in his naivety. Few of us, I'm just trying to read this. A few of us have sense to want him to protect himself. IQ Boxing Academy says, good point. Allen versus Gorman makes sense. Of course it makes sense. Great shout of Nathan Gorman. Of course, Nathan Gorman. Listen, I should do the matchmaking. I've got more sense than Matchroom. And I tell them to their face, I've got more sense than Matchroom. You seen some of the dreadful matchmaking Matchroom did? Do you remember that whole card the Matchroom did for the Joshua fight? Dreadful matchmaking, bar the Callum Smith and the down fight. Well, that was dreadful as well, the other way. I could do better matchmaking. I could keep their fighters. Two things. I could keep Matchroom fighters unbeaten, and at the same time, I could totally turn them into pay-per-view stars. I'd probably do a better job. Uh, Dave has a good boxing base. That's why he keeps getting these opportunities, mate. Mate, because you've got a fan base. That don't mean you can fight. Because you've got a fan base doesn't mean you're world class. Just means there's a lot of people that like you because you're a likable guy. Dubois put AJ Carter. Dubois put AJ Carter in a coma. Good one, Dave. Yeah, I mean, I know AJ. AJ Carter. I spoke to him recently. I think I met. I spoke to AJ Carter up to last week. I met up with him. Beautiful lad, great guy, and again, it's not just about boxing. It's about people outside of boxing having good relationship with them. The matchmaking for him could have been better, like you said previously stated. Matchroom matchmakers leave a lot to be desired as it is. Well, yeah, but having said that, look, they've got to make their money as well. They've got to make their pay per view shows, and they're about business. So, in that sense, business wise, Dave Allen brings in a crowd. We need somebody who's going to fill up the tickets, sell tickets. Dave Allen can talk quite articulately. He's going to do funny things. He's not be difficult to work with. Dave Allen versus whoever else on a card, it works. So financially, Dave Allen works well. Okay, I remember you advising Alan when he was undefeated. Good interviews. Yes. So thank you, Cameron. I'm glad that you're in the room here. Listen. By the way, smash the like button while you're in the room. You're in the room listening to me talk. Smash the like button for wherever you are in the world. Smash the like button, please. It's nice to get a bit more appreciation in the room, right? So you're in the room. I'm doing these live shows. The least you can do is smash the like button, right? Because I'm in here. I'm here doing these live shows. Smash the like button. Show some appreciation, right? Come on. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I was advising Dave Allen. In fact, there's a good few fighters I've advised from British level to world level, advising on certain taking certain fights and doing certain things. And they've called me privately and said, "Should I sign with this guy? Should I sign with that guy? Should I deal with this guy?" You'd be very surprised. Some of the fights that happen in world boxing today, yeah, you'd be very surprised. I'm being offered this amount of money. I'm not sure. Should I take this fight? You all think I just sit behind the screen and just do these videos? I mean, some of you here would like to think, have ideas about me that are, suit your agenda, but they're not the truth. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you who and what and why, but I've just given you one example of a fighter that did it his way, and he's entitled to do it his way. But you see, when I talk and you decide to go another way, that's fine, but prove me that I'm wrong in what I'm talking about. Prove me what I'm wrong, what I talk about. When I talked to you about Tyson Fury, I said, Tyson, well, I did that video, Tyson, vacate them belts and have one belt and make defenses videos that one belt. What the hell is Tyson Fury doing now? Go back and check that video I did about Tyson Fury. No, I'm not saying Tyson Fury, I'll advise Tyson Fury, but I gave advice as to what to do. And at the time when he was still with Peter Fury and he still had all those world belts, I said it when before the IBF stripped him. I told him what I said. You need to get rid of these belts. What is Tyson Fury doing now? What is he selling? What is his whole marketing strategy on now? I'm the linear heavyweight champion of the world. Talk to me. So let's keep going. Yeah, those who know, they're those that know. Do you know what I mean? Those that know. So, and let's see now. Dave Allen got mental health problems. He could get triple DDD concussion season. It's not good. It's not good because if he gets severely hurt by trying to be a hero, how many are you going to go visit the hospital? How many are you going to pay for his hospital bills? Or are you pushing him up to go and see this fight? How many are you going to support him? Um, Tell me. It is only when something tragic happens. I hate to say it, when something tragic happens, that people are looking to matchmake a lot more. There is no reason this fight should be sanctioned. Absolutely none. Based on what? You just got stretched out of the arena in your last fight against Dave Price. Dave Price is in no rush to go and fight Daniel Dubois, but you are. You are. You got stretched out by the guy that doesn't even want to go and fight Daniel Dubois. You want to go and fight him, and he said something like, "Oh yeah, the negativity and the naysayers." Hey, Dave, this ain't negativity. This ain't negativity. This is logic and looking out for you. And if some of the people around you were a bit more sensible, they would advise you not to take on the likes of Tony Yoka or take the fights on with Luz Ortiz. Yes, I also understand money is important. Money is important. I get that, but if you're feeding a vice, then surely it'd be better advised. If it's I'm not suggesting you are, but if it's a vice that you're feeding, would it not be better to get counseling about that vice and invest that money in the vice to get rid of the vice, so then you could spend your money more wisely? That would make more sense than you having to fight to pay for a vice. That would make more sense. I'm just giving an example. I'm not suggesting you do have a vice, but I'm saying if you did have a vice, then that's a way to deal with it. A lot of the fighters do these things because they've got a vice. Hey, smash the like button. There's more people in the room than there are likes. Smash the like button to get like my American friends. If Chisora loses to Price, very doubtful. Chisora versus Dave. And you're still going and matching Dave Allen with a top. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's people like you doing the sport no favours. Dave Allen versus Derek Chisora. You think this is a video game, don't you? You think this is a video game where, you get beat in one fight. Okay, we'll just bring the next fighter up and we play again. Oh, don't we get beat by this guy? We'll change it. Change the fighter and play it again. Let's just play it on medium mode this time. We'll put it in easy mode this time. It doesn't. Boxing don't work like that. These are hard fights that you're putting your man through. If you really cared for this guy, you'd want to see him. You want him to become a champion, don't you? I would like Dave Allen to end his career being an area champion, being a Southern area champion, being an English champion. You imagine he goes through all the fighting he's done and doesn't even win a belt. You could say all you want about Tony Bellew. All his belts he won were vacant belts. You could say what you want, and you've never beaten the champion. But he's held and had WBC light heavyweight championship world on his waist. Nobody can take that away from him. No matter what they say about vacant belts, he's still in the history books a WBC world champion. You cannot take that away from Tony Bellew. Can't take that away from him. And for that, you give him all the credit in the world. But Dave Allen, you need to go and fight for an area title. You need to fight for a British title. Cameron Gillen says the people that apparently care about Allen, the fans, they won't care after he leaves the sport if he gets hurt. They will move on to the next one. Eddie Hearn using Dave Allen like a fruit machine. Did the same to Brook. Now Joshua too. Fruit machines. Yep. Spilker, Dave Allen. Good fight. Oh my lord. On the basis of Spilker, he should retire and never be in a boxing ring again. Yeah, they think the skill level stays at 76. Yeah, it's true. Dave Allen should be fighting Chris Norred level. Everyone wants Allen to fight top 10 guys all the time. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's because they don't know boxing. They don't understand boxing. So they're expecting something every time with this guy that's not there. He talks well, he speaks well, but he lets himself down with his performances. Either because he's not good enough, or he's not training well enough, or he can't be bothered to get himself a proper trainer to train him. No disrespect to Darren Barker, but really? Which heavyweight had he trained? So be serious. Get some serious people around you. If you're serious about boxing, you want to take the sport serious. You want to make serious money, but you don't want to make the serious investments. That's what it seems to me. That's what it seems to me. Somebody's got to say it. And you might call it naysaying. You might call it negativity. I see it common sense in someone who's trying to look after your life. And you have to. What you need to do, Dave, is well, you don't have to do it. It's a suggestion. It's look at the difference between people who, I don't have any agenda. I don't have any agenda apart from the fact that I want to see that you're alive and well and able to spend your money in a way. Don't worry about the promoter. He's fine. He's always going to be. He's fine. His children's going to be fine. His children's going to be fine. You may, Dave. One day you might want to settle down and have kids. You surely want to be able to be contributing to your children's lives in a manner that is, you're able to articulate with them. I don't get it. You could easily, for me, Dave, you could easily get a job working for Sky because you've got that sort of personality. I'd much rather listen. Not be funny. I'd much rather listen to you, Dave Allen, than listen to Spencer Oliver, for example, or Darren Barker. I haven't got anything against those guys. They've done nothing wrong to me. But I'd rather listen to you, Dave. If you had Dave Allen, John Fury, or Peter Fury, Tyson Fury talking, I'd much listen to those guys because they know boxing, and I know you know boxing, so you know what I'm talking about, Dave. People desire Allen versus Ernie Shavers. Oh dear, oh no. At Karen Gillen, these fighters are like modern day gladiators. These fans just want to be entertained, but they respect it because you fight anybody. Yeah, well that doesn't mean because you fight anybody doesn't mean you got any common sense. Dave Allen versus Shannon Briggs. I don't want to see that fight either. I don't want to see that fight either. You keep going on this. Have you got a special relationship with Shannon Briggs, Michael Thomas? Because you keep going about Shannon Briggs all the time. He should be nowhere near a ring, and I would not want to see Dave Allen anywhere near Shannon Briggs because he's gonna get hit by Briggs. Dave Allen diss AJ Eddie Hearn putting him into Brown bread. Dave Allen. I don't know. But for me, Shannon Briggs still fighting. LOL. Listen, I keep hearing Shannon Briggs' name a bit too often these days. Literally too often, which is beginning to make me wonder if they're trying to put a promotional deal with Shannon Briggs. Really, honestly, I'm beginning to wonder if Shannon Briggs is going to be fighting again for Matchroom. He's seen too much of Shannon Briggs. I mean, too many people talk about Shannon Briggs. People who never even saw Shannon Briggs fight in his prime are talking about Shannon Briggs. Okay, that's worrying. Shannon Briggs should be a promoter for sure. Well, I don't know about that. LOL, Dubois will end him for good. And yeah, I'm not interested. Well, not interested. And I'm not interested in it. Dave Allen's already finished, says Gypsy Boxer. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. There you go. Do you know? Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad somebody's come out and said it. Do you know, there's too much ass kissing in boxing. Too much ass kissing. Too much ass kissing. Fight shouldn't be made. Said it. Period. And I like the way he's now looking for a fight on BT. Does that mean that now he no longer has a contract with Sky and Matchroom? Dubois destroyed Gorman and Tete. Allen could get seriously knocked out and hurt. Does anyone need to? Does anybody? Does anybody need to that be said? How do some people not realize? What's good, Lawrence? Yeah, I'm good. Well, it's not all good. Shannon Briggs training Logan for KSI. That new line work for rubbish fight. Well, listen, I said it to you before, and I'll say it to you again, and you heard it here first. I expect to see more YouTubers via Matchroom doing commentary on fights. Wait for it. It's happening. But don't bring my name into it because I'm not getting involved in any of that garbage. I'm not getting involved in any of it. Don't care. Don't care if they're getting paid good money. I don't care. I'm not sacrificing myself for that stuff. Get on with it. Usyk Breaking March. Calling it now. I bloody well hope not. I'd like to see Usyk versus Takam. That's the fight I'd like to see. Dubois is a machine and highly dangerous. He would do serious damage to Allen. Yes, everybody sees it. Nobody's being naysayers here. They're just telling you what they see it. There's too many people kissing ass around Dave Allen. That's what it seems. Because if anybody had rubbed two flipping sticks together and realised that Dave Allen versus Dubois is suicidal. That's it. Oh, just on a side note, those of you that are on maybe hold on, how much potential does Dubois have for you, Ingram? He'd have a lot more potential if he became more more had more movement, upper body movement. I want to see what Dubois can do when you can't get a guy out of there. Uh, I don't understand how Allen keeps getting big fights. He's fighting off for British coming off a loss to David Price. Absolutely. Oh my god. Did somebody just say Takam versus Dave Allen? Mate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Takam versus Dave Allen. Are you trying to be funny? You talk about a guy that gave Anthony Joshua life and death struggle, and the referee had to stop the fight, even though Joshua's punch wasn't even landing on him. And you go try and put Dave Allen in there with him? Are you serious? This is a guy that was Derek Chisora for like most of the fight. Are you serious, bro? Listen. I mean, man, listen, bro. You got some issues. Alan Huey. Yeah, that fight I would make. That fight I would make. Alan v Huey I would make. But I think Huey's way too good boxing ability, movement, jab, movement. So and Huey's proved I think he's beyond British level. So he's European level. But then Huey versus Dubois, I don't want to see that fight either. You got to pick and choose fights. Right, I'm gonna go because my battery's about to run out. Right, I'm gone. I don't want to see Huey Dubois. I really don't want to see that fight. I really don't want. And I understand it's a good fight. I don't want to see it though. Takam was beating Chisora till Chisora landed, of course. No, I think Dave Allen versus Tommy Fury. That's a good fight. Dave Allen, Tommy Fury. That'll be a good fight. That's the only Fury I want to see Dave Allen with at the moment. Right, I am out of here. Dubois, Joyce. Dubois is an elite in the making. He ticks all the boxes for me. I don't want to talk about Joyce. Sorry. Allen keeps cashing in on his Twitter following. Yeah, when his Twitter following's on, then he'll just cop out a tweet every so often. Oh dear me, I'm out. When this guy starts talking boxing, I'm gone. Guys, very much. Thank you very much. Keep smashing the like button. Keep smashing the like button. Don't let the haters win. Don't let the trolls win. Keep smashing the likes in the room. Keep smashing the likes. Keep smashing the likes. I'm out of here, and I'm sure, no doubt, there'll be somebody on here that will send the video to Dave Allen. And I want to say to Dave Allen, much love to you, my friend. I'm really happy to see how your career has gone in the sense of getting the exposure you've had. However, I don't like the way you've been matched. There may have been reasons behind it, money reasons, financial reasons. I get that. But still, as the money ran out so quickly that you have to go and fight now and call for Daniel Dubois, I certainly hope not. Much love to you and your family. Take care.